Hi, this is Trey Pass. I wanted to make a video, I guess a follow-up video, because I did a video, I think, the other week about Warner Brothers releasing all of their movies, their slate, the 2021 slate, and plus, Wonder Woman 1984 on HBO Max and the theaters at the same time. And I think they're supposed to be in on HBO Max for like 30 days, and then do and then they'll go to the normal pay-per-view route and all that other stuff. But they're going to be in theaters too. Now they did this because, of course, of the pandemic and stuff. Now, like I said, we have the vaccine coming, but movie theaters in New York. I live in New York. Movie theaters in New York haven't been open since I believe April, around April. They've been closed since April, and I don't see movie theaters even with the vaccine, which is starting to go out now in places. Certain places over. I know in the UK, I think they started it already, and they're going to start this month in the United States with healthcare workers and people in old age homes and stuff like that. So I think even when the new president comes in, it's going to take, they have to come up with a plan to roll everything out. It's probably going to take much to do to get everyone in the United States vaccinated. Uh, I think it's going to take at least 6 months, at least, or maybe more. And so I don't see movie theaters, especially in New York, opening up until maybe the fall, maybe the fall. I don't see any movie theaters opening up in New York or any major city. I know certain places theaters are open, but not every place. And the reason I made this video is because Christopher Nolan came out because he was highly upset because I think that the quote I'm going to paraphrase the quote that he said because I saw it on several different places. Him saying that he went that they him and other filmmakers went to bed thinking they worked for the greatest studio in the world, woke up and found out they were working for the worst streaming service ever. Okay, so I'm gonna have to say I love Christopher Nolan. Let me just say that beforehand. I love his movies. I love Inception, the Dark Knight trilogy, of course. Uh, Interstellar. I haven't seen Tenet yet, but I'm gonna buy the movie when it comes out on video. But he needs to calm down and shut your pie hole for a minute. Okay, Chris? Okay, calm down and shut your pie hole for a minute. I agree with you on one point that I definitely think that Warner Brothers should have told the makers of those 17 movies that are coming out, they should have had like a conference call with them and said, listen, this is going to be our strategy going forward because we're in the midst of a pandemic, a global pandemic, and most of the movie theaters in the United States are closed. Okay, and they're probably going to be closed for the next into 2021. And we have all these movies, and you want us to keep holding these movies, and we're going to keep losing money by holding these movies and not releasing them. Okay, so we're going to try to recoup some of the loss back by putting it on the streaming service. So hopefully the people will sign up for the streaming service, and also in the theaters, places that theaters are open, we'll release them there as well. So that way we have a two-way revenue stream coming in. Okay, and I can understand that point. Like I said, I definitely think Warner Brothers should have let them know that the producers and stuff and the actors and everybody has these backdoor deals and all that stuff. But Christopher Nolan, you really need to calm down because okay, there's millions of people in the United States that are losing their businesses. Okay, that are out of work, unemployed. I'm fortunate. I'm one of the fortunate few that I have actually been. They kept me on my job, so I'm happy with that. But he really needs to calm down. Okay, and because no one wants to hear about a multimillionaire or a millionaire whining about his pay. Okay, not when people are going through hardships in this country. Okay, nobody wants to hear it. Okay, so I definitely think Warner Brothers should have let you and the other creators know that this is our plan going forward. Because listen, we're in a global pandemic, and we kind of have to we have to adjust. We can't keep holding these movies back. Now, I heard that Legendary, who's produced Godzilla versus Kong, is saying that they might sue, or I don't know if they're gonna sue, but they say they might sue as well because I know they had some kind of an offer from Netflix to buy King Kong vs. Godzilla, I think for like $200 million. But I think because Warner Brothers was partners with Legendary, they had the right for first refusal, so they kind of nixed that deal. And I can understand them being upset about that. And maybe Warner Brothers could have worked something out with them and said, listen, okay, we'll let you, excuse me, but Warner Brothers has to kind of protect their brand, especially if they invested in that movie. Okay, so I understand that point, but I can definitely understand Legendary's point of view. But listen, we're in the middle of a global pandemic. This is an unusual circumstance. And God willing, the vaccine that's coming out is going to work, and everybody in the United States will hopefully 2021 will be a better year than 2020, which really blowed, really sucks. And hopefully they'll come out with it'll everybody will get vaccinated, and then people will start to live life as normal, and theaters will open up. And my heart goes out to the movie theater owners, okay, because I understand them. Because listen, through no fault of their own, we're in the situation that we're in. But you can't have movie theaters open with this virus going around. You just can't. I'm sorry. That's just it's a matter of national health. You can't do it. So, Warner Brothers as a studio, they have to make a decision. What we're gonna do. We're gonna, we have to try to make lemons out of lemonades. We got to make chicken out of what is it? Chicken salad. I forget the saying. We have to make chicken out of chicken salad or something like that. So I understand that they have to do what they have to do. So as far as Christopher Nolan whining, okay, like I said, I respect you and everything else, Christopher Nolan, but you really need to stop whining, okay, and be a man and be a grown up. If you're upset about it, go to the executive of Warner Brothers and say, listen, I think you shouldn't have done it this way. Okay, I think you should have talked to the talent first, which I definitely agree with him through that point of view. But issuing bitchy little statements makes you look petty. Okay, and like I said, what millions of people out of work, people are not going to whine. People are not going to care that you're out of a couple of $1 million. Okay, so your movie got released, and did only like $300 million, I think, worldwide or something like that, because we're in the midst of a global pandemic. Okay, people are afraid to go out. Okay, so you have to, the movie studios have to adjust. Okay, so, okay, so yeah, like I was saying, movie theaters have to adjust. They have to do other things. And like I said, Wonder Woman was supposed to come out last year. Okay, and now it's finally got. Now I know people are saying because Patty Jenkins and Gal Gadot, they got their, because they had one of those back end deals, so Warner Brothers gave them their money up front. Now that they're releasing Wonder Woman 1984, on HBO Max. And in theaters that some of the theaters that are open, and other theaters that are open worldwide. Okay, but like I said, my only problem with Warner Brothers, my problem is not with their decision. Okay, because I think they had to do what they had to do. They just should have told the talent, I think, and they should have just had a conference call with all these people, all these producers and writers and stuff, and say, listen, okay, because this global pandemic, we don't know when movie theaters are going to get back to normal, and we can't keep holding these films back because we're losing money by holding these, film in the can. We're losing money on these, so we kind of have to try to earn some kind of profit on this. So this is what we're going to do on the movie theaters that are open. We're going to release the movie, and then we're going to also release it on HBO Max for just 30 days. It's a short window, only 30 days. Okay, but Warner Brothers, what they also should do is, I don't know why they don't already make a distribution deal with people on overseas. I know HBO Max is like only in the United States and Canada, I think, and they really need to make a deal. I think they made a deal with Amazon. But they also need to make a deal with so people in the UK and other places can see these movies. Okay, you really need to do that. They need to tighten that up. Okay, but as far as Christopher Nolan, I'm sorry. I love Christopher Nolan. I love his movies, but he really sounds petty and like a little bitch. Okay, and to be perfectly honest, he sounds petty and like a little bitch while whining. Okay, if you don't like HBO Max, you don't like HBO Max. I love going to the movie theater. I go to the movie when movies that were normally open. I go to movies at least 2 times a month, maybe 3 times, depending on what movies are coming out. So I definitely love seeing stuff in the big screen, on the big screen. Okay, like I said, I got a nice, big TV here, but, movie theaters are closed, so I have to see it where I can see the movies, and I want to see these movies, and I have to see them in home on HBO Max. I'll sign up for the subscription. I was going to sign up for it anyway to watch Wonder Woman and watch, Zack Snyder's Justice League. So this just gives me a reason to sign up for more. And like I said, I pay movies are like, if you go before 12 o'clock in New York, AMC theaters are usually $8. I'm a member, AMC Stubs member. So movies are usually, if you go before 12, they're $8, but after that it's $15. And that's, I think, what HBO Max is right now. I think it's $14.99, I think it is. So that's, for me, that's like the price for me going to see one movie. But this is for like whole month. So I get to see all that content for the whole month. So, like I said, I'm not totally defending Warner Bros. I definitely think they should have told the talent about that and worked something out ahead of time instead of just announcing it. Okay, but as far as these people, other actors, I heard they said Will Smith and maybe James Gunn, and they're getting all salty about this. But I'm sorry, they have to do what they have to do. You can't keep these movies on the shelf forever, because you can't go forward with the other movies. And then you're gonna have a backlog catalog of all these movies. Then what are you gonna do? Hold them back until 2022, and then release them with other movies? you're not going to make no money. You're going to keep losing money. And I'm sure they have money. Investors want to see some return on their investment that they invested in these movies. So by releasing it on HBO Max and in the theaters that are still open and theaters that will gradually come more come open as the vaccine gets distributed across the country and stuff, I think other theaters will open up across the country. And I think by the end of the year, I think most movie theaters will be open, God willing, the vaccine works and everything else is, works out right. I think movie theaters by the end of next year will go back to, some kind of normal. But, excuse me, they have to, Warner Brothers has to do what they have to do. So, like I said, Christopher Nolan, usually, like I said, he's normally a calm person, all that stuff, and I know he's a big, cinema fan, as well as a filmmaker, but Warner Brothers has to do what they have to do. Like I said, I'm not a great fan of Warner Brothers because I hate the way, I think they totally screwed Zack Snyder and stuff on Justice League and stuff, but I have no fault with them doing that plan. HBO Max and the movie theaters, they have to do what they have to do. They have these movies coming out and they can't keep holding them back. Okay, I'm saying that's just reality. They're going to have to try to get some kind of revenue stream on this. Okay, and like I said, my only person I feel bad for, I don't feel bad for multimillionaire actors and directors and all that stuff. I just feel bad for the movie theater owners, people, the little people that own those theaters and stuff. Those are the people that I feel sorry for because they have to kind of adjust to this new normal that we're going through this global pandemic. Okay, those are the people I feel sorry for. I don't feel sorry for Christopher Nolan. Christopher Nolan is, and I don't normally count anybody else's money. Okay, that's not my gig. So, but okay, I'm not going to feel sorry for Christopher Nolan. Okay, Christopher Nolan, he's earned his money and he has a right to his money. But I'm not going to feel sorry if he doesn't make a couple of million. If he loses a couple of million, or he doesn't make a bonus on his movie, because I'm sorry, we're going through a global pandemic. Okay, that's what the reality is. Okay, over 270 people have died, 1,000 people have died in the United States. Okay, that's my concern. I'm not overly concerned about a rich director whining about his movie going on HBO on a streaming service. Okay, I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. I don't feel sorry for them at all. Okay, they'll survive. Okay, and like I said, eventually the theaters will open up. Eventually, once this the vaccine gets spread around the world and stuff, movie theaters will go back to I think they will go back to normal. That's my opinion about that. So as far as I'm concerned about that, to stop the whining. Okay, I'm just sorry. I don't feel any ounce of pity or sympathy for you, Christopher Nolan. Like I said, I just feel Warner Brothers should have told people ahead of time. I definitely think that they should have done that. I think that would have been the smart thing to do. So listen, we came to a decision, and this is the way we're going to go forward for this year. Okay, it's only for this year because we have these backlog of movies, and especially with the COVID rates going up all across this this country, and even though with the vaccine coming out, you still got people in the hospitals getting overwhelmed and stuff. So I don't think things are going back to normal as far as movies and movie theaters concerned until late 2021. Okay, or maybe fall 2021. Okay, so as far as I'm concerned, okay, you have Christopher Nolan, you have a right to your opinion, but I totally disagree with you about you whining about HBO Max being a sucky streaming service. Okay, it is what it is. Okay, they're trying to generate interest for it and trying to earn money to pay back that money that they invested in your movies. Okay, so I have no problem with that. I have zero problem with that. So please just stop the whining, Chris. Okay, really stop whining. Okay, it's been a mutual beneficial relationship between you and Warner Brothers. Okay, so but if you want to get all pissy and don't work for Warner Brothers no more, hey, that's your right. You can do that. This is America. You don't have to. Okay, you can go to another studio. Okay, it is what it is. But I have, like I said, I'm not feeling zero pity or I'm not crying because see millionaires are not getting their extra bonuses. Okay, I'm not. Okay, I'm more worried about the little people that work at those studios that might get laid off because they don't have the revenue stream coming in. Okay, so as far as I'm concerned, that's my worry. Not about some millionaires, okay, or multimillionaires that won't get extra bonus. Okay, so anyway, let me know what you think about this whole situation. I'll leave a link to in this video at the end of this video to my other video which originally announced this Warner Brothers releasing their movies on the 2021 stream, on the 2021 slate on on HBO Max for 30 days in theaters. Okay, so you can see that video. Okay, but again, that's just my honest opinion. Let me know what you think. Feel free to leave comments down below. I have links to my social media in the description box: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I also have a link to my other channel, Law Views and Opinions. Please check that out as well. And this is Trey Pastor saying so long and take care.